In a world full of noise and endless distractions, where the city never sleeps and voices compete to be heard, one podcast dares to cut through the chaos. Welcome to the Oracle 19 podcast, where truth meets thought and bold ideas spark conversations that shape our urban world.
Welcome to a brand new podcast. I should say brand new show. As always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. Greatness. Mr. Period. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you want us to promote, we're in 80 countries worldwide. You can email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, or for general questions, the Oracle 19 at the oracle19radio.com. And that's the same email via PayPal, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. If you want to make a donation to the podcast, definitely will appreciate that via PayPal. And we have different links to other affiliates. You want to check us out, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. Also, you can support us by purchasing our merchandise. Our baby shopper mall, evolutionoflondon.com, over 10,000 products. Men's, kids, ladies' clothes, cologne, perfume, house products, and much more, evolutionoflondon.com. Also, evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. That's for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products such as EBooks for personal as well as business use. evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E, for custom sneakers, blankets, much more. evolutionoflondon.store, DVDs, games, etc. We're on different platforms. Rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19. Find us there as well. And our internet radio station, www.theoracle19radio.com. We have shows on there as well. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles, they have their new blueberry scent. You can also get frankincense, myrrh, peppermint, vanilla, rose, just to name a few. And if you want to purchase these luxury candles over 35 plus burning hours, email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. You also will find them on Instagram and TikTok, Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's Fitness Consultant 1 at gmail.com. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel, and you'll find his other social media links. So support his brand. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And Continue to Train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. Over 1,300 shows. Again, like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London, Mr. MR period, Evolution of London, our health and wellness channel on YouTube. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for Creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19, and finally our internet radio station, www.theoracle19radio.com. Today's topic: are corporations secretly poisoning our food? Are corporations secretly poisoning our food? Well, just in case y'all guys don't know, corporations and government work hand in hand, especially the big companies. So products that normally not supposed to be, or chemicals made by these companies that are not supposed to be on the market, we just gonna say allegedly, just for the sake of conversation. Allegedly, they're not supposed to be put out on the market, but deals are made. Money is passed. Government turns the other cheek. All in the sake of production and money. Allegedly. Look at the vaccinations that is being produced, that you citizens take, and even citizens all over the world takes. I'm going to get into the foods, obviously, but it extends in terms of medication, etc. It's all about business. Billions of dollars is being profited. This is the reality. You're not being cured per se by the corporations. You're not being fed good foods by the corporations. It's always in the name of profit. If you think Mr. Greatness is off, read your ingredients thoroughly. Take time out to read your ingredients of foods that you partake. Seasonings, medication. The topic today is about food, obviously, because I gave that title, but it extends in medication as well. And you'll find, especially these foods with these red dyes, blue dyes, and if you do your research, of all the ingredients that you partake, I say allegedly, you find that it's very toxic. Sure, they take cells or a little bit. Everything comes from plants, so it's extracted from certain plants, mixed together with man-made chemicals in the lab, passed and sanctioned by the government. Deals is made, handshakes is agreed upon, and now you have that product. A lot of these food additives is hazardous. They have these foods, again, we're going to get deeper because a lot of people want to know what foods and what chemicals. There's so many deceptions that's going on. My question for me to you, are corporations slowly poisoning our food for profit? These food additives, chemical preservatives, pesticides, ultra processed foods. Regulatory affairs and corporations and government alike share these loopholes that allow these toxic substances into the food supply. From fast food to grocery store shelves, these big corporations manipulate ingredients. There's label products deceptions. And this is all in the name of profit, not your health. And over the time, your body is affected by all of these products that you consume. We can't forget the GMO products, genetically modified products. I talked about this on a previous show, genetically modified products. All of these oils, seed oils, this high fructose corn syrups that is in products, just raises your sugar level higher, especially if you're diabetic. All in the name of corporate greed. Artificial food coloring. You see it every day. And you think it's organic. Organic versus processed foods. A lot of times, these organic foods that you purchase, and you think, oh, sure, it's organic. But the seed itself is genetically modified. It got down to the bare essence. Then you might get, oh, well, the seed might not be altered, but the fertilizer that is sprayed on the ground is hazardous. You know, one time I watched, it was an empty lot. And I'm going back and forth with food, products or chemicals and just life in general. We're just flowing back and forth. But I one time watched, it was where I live is like a area where, a lot of greenery. We're not talking about weed, we're talking about forests. I have to put that disclosure because a lot of people are simple-minded. Greenery? What are you talking about? Greenery? Weed? People simple. Forest type of environment. and I see people, grass being grown. They spray these chemicals, and it seems like the grass on the ground grow fast, super fast. Like maybe in about 4 weeks, you just see it. And the natural order of life, grass don't grow that fast. Natural, seasonal. Grass grows. It's a seasonal thing. But these pesticides chemicals are sprayed, and then the grass in about 4 to 6 weeks was blossoming and was full. I thought that was strange. I don't know if y'all guys ever really pay attention to that. My point is to get things grown faster. Pesticides is fertilizers that is not really natural, man-made, that is sprayed to make the crops grow a lot faster. And then there's fertilizers that also supposedly keep the bugs away. But all of this is done not naturally. So even organic foods that in this label saying organic, maybe the seeds is not, genetically modified, but the fertilizer, it got to the bare essence of the fertilizer to make the crops grow faster, is hazardous. We're going to just say allegedly. And you can look all of this up, actually. Foods, there's no way. Just think about it. Seedless foods, seedless grapes, seedless cucumbers, seedless watermelons. But bananas one time had seeds. So you have seedless bananas. You're already eating dead food, dead plants, dead vegetables, dead fruits. Seedless oranges. I've seen seedless apples. I've seen an apple just so big in a store. It looked like literally a softball. I didn't purchase it. It just didn't look right to me. And foods is, especially fruits, is seasonal. Watermelon's not, watermelons in the winter is still selling in the supermarkets. And they say, okay, we get the watermelons from, let's say, Costa Rica, tropical place. I'm just throwing it out there. Now, if it's coming from Costa Rica to, let's say, the United States, the shipment alone, the shelf life, if it's natural, right? If it's natural, shelf life is very short of a fruit. Maybe a week at best, under natural circumstances. Unless it's put in the refrigerator. Once it's cut open or even traveled from, let's say, far distance. And then from Costa Rica to, let's say, United States, and it goes into a warehouse. It's stored there for another week. And then it finally reached the supermarket. Let's say that's another week. And then when it reaches the supermarket, then they, in a couple of days, transfer it and set it up in the supermarket. What, another couple of days? And the watermelon looked nice and ripe after all of this travel time, this plane ride, this truck ride, and it still looks good when it reaches you in a month? Don't you find that odd? Now you might say, you're going to say, well, Mr. Greatness, what can we do? The foods is being poisoned, allegedly, with these preservatives that breaks down the immune system over time, allegedly. The air is being polluted, allegedly. The water with the fluorides, allegedly. What can we do? Yeah, this is why slowly a lot of us, some people, it breaks down their system faster than others. To combat these toxins, we do the best we can. You have to, my suggestion for me to you, we don't need to eat as much. Usually, even government say you're supposed to eat 3 times a day. You don't have to eat 3 times a day to survive. Government / corporations say you have to in the morning have, toast and eggs and bacon and stuff like that. These are proteins and stuff. You drink milk, cow's milk at that. You have to have these things. These are the standards which corporations and government alike push at a very young age, that we should have to partake of these foods, nothing else, which is not true to survive. Now, things you have to take in baby steps, because we know these foods these chemicals is not good for our bodies long term. So it's very important to, on a regular basis, flush out these toxins, in my personal opinion, with supplements and teas. You see, there's always one thing about this beautiful world of ours, beautiful stinking world of ours, and I'm being facetious here. There's always something to heal the body. But corporations don't want you to know about that. And they want you, of course, to use their products, their foods, their medications, etc. As soon as you pivot to natural herbs, natural teas, that's really where I'm getting at. Natural supplements, or the most natural that you can get, I should say, to heal your body. This is where corporations will say, because they work in conjunction with government, that's not true. That's not good. There's no proof on that. There's no documents. There's no test in the research lab to back that up. You just going by a couple of YouTube channels, a couple of people mention how body is healed. I'll give you an example. Moringa tea. Moringa. Moringa tea. Now, I'm just throwing this out there as an example. You're not going to get major corporations that is going to really talk about the benefits of moringa tea. And again, there's plenty of teas that have different types of benefits for the body. You're not going to find that. This is not going to be explained to you. See, moringa tea, this is just one of many teas. It's packed with vitamin A, C, and E. It's also packed with iron and calcium and potassium. Oh, it also has proteins and essential amino acids that supports overall daily nutrition. It also supports your immune system because it's high of vitamin C and antioxidants that help your body fight infections, reduce inflammation, and it strengthens the immune system. Moringa tea is very powerful. That's why I drink it, to offset all of the toxins that I do partake. Many people drink moringa tea for natural energy, no need for coffee. Reduces tiredness, so you could be better focused. Moringa tea helps reduce bloating, improves your gut health, supports your digestion. And some people even suggest it can help regulate blood sugar levels. Now, I have to have this disclosure. Supports managing diabetes, not replacements for a medication. I have to give you that disclosure because then people will, certain people will say, oh, you saying that will reduce that medicine. There's no proof of that, blah, 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 blah. And also it improves circulation, lowers bad cholesterol, supports healthy blood pressure. This is all in moringa tea. It's rich with antioxidants and vitamins, and I just say moringa tea may improve skin clarity, may improve health strength, may improve nail health. It may help fight inflammation. It may help support the liver. It may help remove toxins more effectively. You put a teaspoon of dry moringa leaves, steam it in the hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Drink a cup or 2 per day. It may help you See, because if I just say it will help you and you should use that exclusively and forget your medication, then now I can get in trouble. So I just say allegedly. Allegedly, moringa tea might help you. But you have to do your research. You have to. You might have to think about survival, or do you trust government? You might trust the government and the corporations and say, hey, well, these things, it won't poison me. You might have that attitude, say, well, I only live once. It is what it is. If you start really slowly, because we busy out here, I get it. We got so many things going on, and the way this system is created is purposely created, allegedly always, to keep us busy. We like hamsters, just on the wheel, in the cage. We just wake up, eat a little something, eat a little processed foods, and then on our way to work. Come home, we so tired, we can't even communicate with our families. Not too much anyway. Go to sleep and start the process again. Monday through Friday. This is the average person. And then Saturdays, we got so much to do. We trying to catch up on our housework and our sleep, if we lucky. So we don't really have time, unfortunately, to even research. This is called the rat race. The rat race. And it's a shame. This is why most of us citizens are sheeps. We have to trust their process. You need to start looking in back of these ingredients and these big words, and just slowly, and just really just analyze these ingredients. And you'd be surprised all of these foods, how it's breaking down our system. And it seemed like the same diseases average person is getting in this day and time. Men, prostate cancer, issues with the prostate because these foods. Women with breast cancer. It seems like these are the most targeted cancers, unfortunately. Diabetes, targeted things. Because all of these processed foods just mess up our hormones. And these big companies, they profit from it. And even if, we could break it down like this. You have a lot of these corporations they making these foods, or they making these chemicals for these foods. And when you put together these foods or these chemicals to make these foods or seasonings or etc., you even working in these factories long term can give you ailments and cancers. Sure, they pay you, a couple dollars to work for their companies, but just imagine you working at these factories for long term, And you get, over long term, a lot of people get ailments just working at these companies, dealing with these different chemicals that they put together for people to consume. That's how the game, it got even more crazier. All in the name of profit. Why do you think the body is affected? There's obesity, diabetes, ADHD, cancer issues, and inflammation throughout the body. There's a lot of loopholes within government/corporations. Lots of money involved in this. This is real stuff. And there's been corporations, most criticized food corporations, allegedly harming the people. Nestle. There's been out the big company Nestle allegations and controversies for heavy use of palm oil and sugars and additives. There's been baby formula marketing scandals in poor countries under the umbrella of Nestle. Microplastics found in bottles, bottled water. Has this been publicly reported? Accused of aggressively marketing unhealthy foods to children. Nestle. Again, you can Google this. This is public records. Pepsi. You know, your Doritos, potato chips, Lay's, and potato chips, Gatorade. Ultra processed foods linked to obesity and diabetes. High levels of salt and sugars and seed oils. Additives banned in Europe have appeared in some versions of products in North America. Again, products that have been banned in Europe are found in North America. Coca-Cola Company. High fructose corn syrup, linking studies to diabetes, fatty liver disease, etc. Previously used caramel coloring linked to cancer concerns, later reformatted. We're going to just say allegedly with certain things, but you can this is documented, so this is public record. The Montez International, I think, let me spell it, Mondelez, Mondelez International. They make the Oreo, Ritz, and Chip Ahoy cookies. Found it was titanium dioxide controversies banned in the EU and formerly in some products. Accused of formulating foods for addictive levels of sugar and fat combinations. Kraft Heinz. Been issues about their artificial dyes, preservatives in children's foods. Past lawsuits over misleading natural claims. General Mills, GMO in cereals, artificial colors in kids' products. glyphosate, phosphosate. Let me see. GLYPHOSATE. This is a weed killer. Weed killer residue concerns in oat products. But if you see that phosphate, that glyphosate, but it's a different word for it. But I'm spelling it GLYPHOSATE, and it's a weed killer. Residue concerns in oat products. This is General Mills. Kellogg, and again, this is, you can Google these companies and their concerns and so forth, so on. Kellogg, artificial dyes linked to hyperactive concerns, products considered ultra processed, accused of misleading health labeling. Tyson Foods, antibiotic overuse in meats, chemical disinfectants in poultry, worker safety and contamination lawsuits. And we don't know what other incidences. This is just general. You can Google it. These companies, of the history of shady behavior, allegedly, in terms of chemical processing of foods. McDonald's. Need I say more? Issues with them. Ultra processed foods. Addictive heavy menu items. Bayer. There's been lawsuits accused of hiding cancer risks for decades. They even pay billions paid in legal settlements. Monsanto, now owned by Bayer. Monsanto, again, is owned by Bayer now. This is just few corporations that I mentioned that produce all of these chemical additives in foods and drinks and etc. that we partake. And all of this have short-term, long-term damage. And this is over and over again. See, I was just pausing because I'm just thinking, just like hopefully you will be thinking. Going towards the new year, I got to do better. You got to do better. We got to do better. We really, and it's just baby steps. It's hard. I get it. I'm thinking, I paused because I'm thinking of, in real time, I'm reflecting on myself and my family. And hopefully you can really start reflecting that you got to do better in terms of partaking. It's hard. And these foods also is addictive. It's like crack cocaine with some of these foods. And they purposely do that. When you eat McDonald's Happy Meals or Wendy's or Burger King and their fries, you're like, these fries is real good. Already getting your body addictive to these products, eating these cakes and stuff. Sugar is very addictive. It's like caffeine. That's why some people cannot go without their coffee, because caffeine, it's addictive. And then you add on all these extra espressos and all of this other extra, additives and chemicals to keep you awake. But it's addictive. And it's so hard. You're trying to eat foods that you thinking is natural, but the trick is the seeds you might get grapes that has seeds in it. You might find a store, some type of organic store, that this is how slick these corporations are, that don't tell us. You spend, for let's say 2 pounds or a pound of seeded grapes, and at the store for your seedless grapes it might be $5, $6, okay? But then these special grapes that you go to this special organic store that you think, oh, I made it, oh great, and you spend $10 for this seeded grapes, and you figure, oh, this is a good look. I'm eating something finally natural, healthy. But the seed might not be GMO, but the fertilizer that is sprayed on the ground for that seed to grow is hazardous. It's built to make the grapes grow faster, with the seed in it, of course, so it could be ready for consumption. And it's also, fertilizer is sprayed, these chemical fertilizers is sprayed chemically to keep the bugs away. But these is not natural, these is unnatural chemicals. It makes the grapes grow faster. It makes it the color looking good. And it seeds in it, mind you. Make it look colorful and healthy. But guess what? It's the chemicals that was sprayed on the grapes, on the organic grapes that now you partake in. So pick your poison. That's how diabolical, in my opinion, these corporations are. All in the sake of profit, and is allowed by the government. Because corporations and government, as you know, work hand in hand. Corporations give the government a little kickback, allegedly, so they can keep these chemicals going, allegedly. So this is what it is. So you have to survive really eating less so your body can heal. Now, not to say you need to starve, but in actuality, you don't need to eat 3 and 4 and 5 times a day to function. You listen to doctors, they will say, oh, you need to eat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But it's a proven fact, people can go with 1 meal per day, is eating the right stuff, and they can survive the whole day. That's a fact, cannot be denied. People's doing it every day. So eating less, but eating right, or to the best of your ability. We all guilty of not eating proper or eating on the run. It's a balance. And as you get older, you definitely have to. I give you another example. Many moons ago, when I was a youth, a young person, teenage, toddler, I'll just say when I was like 10, I could eat that Wonder Bread, like bologna and cheese sandwiches. I could eat on white bread, which is not the best bread, obviously, whole wheat. But when I had the Wonder Bread, I can eat like literally 10 bologna. No, sorry, let me pause. I can eat 3 bologna and cheese sandwiches when I was like 10. Appetite was crazy. I thought maybe I'd take one. Maybe. But, I was just a growing boy. So I had a large appetite. I could eat the Wonder Bread and nothing happened. Bologna and cheese sandwich on white bread. No problem. Inhale that, good to go. But as you get older, your body changes. I couldn't eat that fried bologna sandwiches right now. In this day and time, my body will break down like a 1950 Ford. I can't eat that stuff. Yeah, drinking slushies on a hot summer day, eating fried bologna sandwiches with cheese, and a big old glass of tea, sweet tea, with all of the white sugar. Like I could put 10 tablespoons of white sugar in my tea. Not enough. I need more. Give me more. 2 more. 12 tablespoons. No problem. Burn it out on a hot summer day. It's gone. Body change. I do that right now. I get the heebie-jeebies. I'd probably be scratching like a crackhead. My skin would probably be on fire. I won't even test that. Because I know foods that I eat now it affects my body differently. So I have to cut down on that as you get older. It's what it is. And especially now with all of these pesticides that's out here, it's even worse. And these foods are addictive. It's very addictive. And it's put out here because especially it's fast foods, government, corporations know that the average citizen is on the move constantly. So it's an easy one to have these processed foods made available to you. So what you need to do, slowly build yourself up to eliminate to eating these things going forward towards the new year. Start looking in back of these ingredients. You don't have to look for all the big words and try to study them all one time. Just baby steps. There's an old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Your body is a temple. Corporations don't really care. Do they? My question from me to you, do corporations really care about your body, or they care about production and money? What do you think? We know the answer. And these corporations are going to continue producing these foods. And when you start talking about health, natural products, you got to expect them to say it doesn't work. There's no proven fact on this. There's no statistical fact. They haven't gone through regulatory affairs, research in development laboratories. It haven't been tested in over and over again with humans and animals to prove that moringa tea will help you long term, will help reduce cancer cells, or will help reduce inflammation throughout your body. I'm just using that one as an example, that one tea as an example. You will never get corporations telling you this, because then they won't be making the money. And it's all about business, believe it or not. So, are corporations poisoning us? My question from me to you. Do you trust corporations? Do you trust government? Do you believe that they're here to take care of you? That's my question again from me to you. Now, if you're a non-believer, then you best do your own due diligence and check out how to survive. And shows like this, it's not going to get a lot of, people. It's going to be shadow banned, put it like that. It's not going to be put out on the forefront. Why? Because it's going against, allegedly, it's going against corporations / government. So of course it won't be put out there like that. You will have to listen to the show and put it on your social media and pass that along. The people. And if it gets too big, I mean, we're talking about millions and millions of followers. Powers that be is going to come see me. Or shadow ban me or whatever. We know about the whatevers. I'm sure you know about the whatevers. Control, alter, delete me. But right now, I'm a nobody. So, I'm what they care. So many people say the same thing. All of this is business. But going forward, you got to pay attention to your own health. And because you have one life. Now, if you take that attitude, oh, well, so what? I'm going to just go or die anyway, then that's on you. But I love me to really take care of me. Because who's going to take care of me? Will government take care of me? Will corporations take care of me? Or are they just for profit? What do you think? Like, subscribe, and share to the Oracle 19 podcast. We're on all major platforms. iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. This is a mental war, ladies and gentlemen. It's you against the corporation. You have to make a conscious decision to take care of your health and your well-being. Now, if you believe in corporations and they allow them to feed you pills and you don't do your due diligence, then that's what's going to be. But if you believe in your health or want to take concern about your health, then you're going to start being more proactive about your health at the end of the day. Thank you for listening.